What's up guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another unboxing showcase review. And we did get some new Action Force figures in. This is series 4 from Multiverse. Action Force Blowback. This is a really cool deluxe set. Very cool. It's a new Blowback that we are getting in this newer camouflage deco, which is amazing. And because it's of this deluxe set, I mean, look at what you get. It's a much more larger packaging. As you can see, we got 3 heads. We got a whole sniper kit, and of course this comes with some camouflage, the ghillie suit. So this is going to be quite the review, considering the fact that we're getting a little bit more than what we're used to with an Action Force figure, which is great. Absolutely love it. Blowback is a really cool character. I do love the first version that we did get, I think, during the special deployment series. So it's very cool to see him again, especially in this newer deco. I love this deco. I think this is the very first time that we're getting this deco. So I really enjoy this look. But as you can see, box, all window packaging, of course. You can see all the accessories that are laid out in here. Blowback for the front. On the side, we do get some artwork here. And I think artwork, I'm trying to remember who does the artwork, but it's probably on here. Actually, what's great about it? Packaging and art design. There you go. Troy McKee and Quentin Bedwell. So there you go. But here is Blowback. There is his file card right there. There is actually some toy photography work going on right there, which is very cool. We got some action points right there for 5. And there you go. And there's everything on the bottom. And of course, you know, I already did cut the tape, because you guys know that I do cut open or open up the boxes in front of you, so you know what you're looking forward to. So let's see. I'm gonna take that out. Oh, and look, the ghillie suit is already, so it's taped into the back part of the box. But here is everything in the tray. This is all covered up. There's a nice plastic insert right there so you can see. But yeah, let's take everything out of the tray, put it out on the table so we can get a better look at it. All right. All right, guys, there we have Blowback all out of the packaging. Had to grab a little bit more accessories to kind of just, you know, present it here. And what a fitting to have like this little diorama pieces that I can, you know, showcase the green of this deco. It's really cool. So let's take a look, because we're going to go over accessories, and of course then we're going to go over the figure and articulation, all that good stuff. So let's start with the accessories, of course, with a plethora of hands. And to start, we have our trigger hands, we have our fists, we have some gripping hands, and the final set, we have a pair of cup hands. We have 3 alternate head sculpts, and the first one that's on the body itself is him with one eye closed for that sniper look. And here's the second head sculpt with both eyes open. And the third head sculpt with a full-headed mask right there. And he does come with this helmet like so, in which goes right over his head. And with these earpieces here are removable, so you can have options, which does come with here. So I'll show you what that looks like. And so I changed out the earpieces to have more of a communicator like so on the helmet, and then you can slide that on right there. There you go. And you can just kind of, this is bendy, so you just have to kind of shape it out to fit closer to the mouth. Or you can utilize these and just prop them right over his ears, over his head, and it should fit nicely. Of course, I slipped and made it go over too much, but they should fit right over the ears, and it should fit pretty good. So yeah, there you go. Not too bad. Of course, again, this is some very soft plastic, so you're gonna have to mess with that. I think if I just heat it up slightly, I can get it to stay at a certain point, but you guys You guys know what I mean with this. And of course you have to think, I mean, he actually has some accessories attached onto his vest. He's got 2 loose magazines here that you can take out, which I am trying to, there you go, you guys can see that, there you go, I can take those out if I need to. He's got a knife here like so, and he's got a holster with a pistol, a handgun right there. So he does come with this rifle. I forgot the name of it. I may have an image up here to tell you what this rifle is. Does have a scope on it that's really cool. It does not come out, but the magazine does come out, and of course fits nicely. I did have his cupping hand and his trigger hand already on there, so not too bad, looks really good. And here, of course, we have the sniper rifle case, suitcase. I'm not exactly sure if there's a technical term for this, but it is a gun case for it. On the inside, this did pop off, we have your sniper rifle, which looks very cool. I was informed by my friends what this is, so I will kind of go over that, but these just peg into place here. I mean, going over it, here is the sniper rifle. I'm not exactly sure of the name of this as well, but I may have a name or image up here to kind of tell you what this is. But take a look at that. And you can change this piece out and utilize this one here if you wanted to. As you can see, there are 2 different ones. And then these 2 pieces, again, forgot the name, but I will show you. Just gotta create the stand and kind of push up to create the legs for it, and then this gets inserted like so, and that's your scope that you can utilize like right on the ground as it's placed, and they can utilize that for an additional accessory. So that's very cool to see. And then the last thing, of course, is this ghillie suit, which is actually looks really good. Looks really good. This is, of course, the back of it, where you can see all these strands of like feathers or something that utilizes as leaves in a way, but it looks really good. This material is like a netting, but it does have these sewn in, so these are stretchy. But I would just highly recommend not to overstretch or stretch really hard, because you can rip it or tear it. Now these pieces, I don't know how these are in here, but unfortunately I did lose a couple. They did come off, so it is what it is. I mean, majority of it is still on there, but as much as I don't want it to, but I'm sure these are loose. Like, you could easily tear these off. So I just say be careful with it as you're using this. And this does come with instructions. So you can see the ghillie suit application, there are instructions. Make sure you follow instructions so you know how to carefully handle this material onto the figure. You don't want to tear or rip it. God forbid you do. So there you go. Once the suit is in place, pull the hood over the figure's head. So additional instructions, care, everything, do not overly stretch, things like that. So read instructions, it's important. I put the straps in. This is him with the ghillie suit on. You can see from the back, actually looks really cool. There is a drawback to this, and it's not, you can call it a draw. I'm calling it a drawback because, you know, I like to keep my gear on. So there's, you know, you're gonna have to play around with this. This ghillie suit will fit better with the gear, meaning his vest, off. And there's a reason for that. Even in the instructions, the first step is ghillie suit may be easier to apply the ghillie without the gear on the figure. So here's why. What I realized was the antenna, which I already slightly bent right here. I remembered in the past, this antenna used to be removable, where you can just prop it off. In this case, with his vest, this antenna does not come off. So if you're using the gear, when you attempt to put the hood on, it will not go on. It will come off because that antenna is going to block you from allowing this to drape over his head. So that's an issue, or that I see that as an issue because he has his gear on. Now I'm going to take it off and you'll see it's going to be much better. All right, we took the gear off, got his vest right there, and then much more easily we can put the hood on like so, and you can just have it drape over. It all depends on how you want them to be positioned, but look at that, you can actually have that over him like so. And then, you know, basically if you want, you can just get him ready, get his feet all set up, and of course his arms out, head up, and just try to like hide him like so. So of course you're gonna have to mess with his head to kind of lay around, but yeah, you can easily, you know, I popped his head off. I popped his head off. There we go. So you can easily have him hiding like so. All right, guys, now that we have, you know, Blowback outfitted again, let's go over paint and sculpt, because I really like the look of this figure. It's awesome. I love all the camouflage, everything about it. It's very, very cool. Let's kind of move up a little bit and see. Let's see if I can just move this back, just so we can see better details. I mean, look at the paint on this. It is incredible, all of it. We're very familiar with, you know, the bodies of Action Force, and I think it's very nice to see, you know, different decos of paint and everything added onto the sculpts that are going on right here. The sculpt on the head is very cool, and I like the idea that we have his one eye winking, so you can utilize that from a sniper position. We have his hair, it's like fully black, as you can see, and all this green paint even covering the ears, so you can see the sculpt and everything throughout his face. And like I said, all the stress lines in the clothing of his gear going on. You can even see all the pockets that you normally would see in the Action Force body. Hell, I mean, the knee pads here, the boots, it's all green. There's not much that you can see in regards to other colors, but more colors, of course, in the vest, the gear, the belt. It's very distinguishable, as you can see, because you can see like the carabiner, all the little side straps, all that extra color definitely helps it pop a lot better, even in the back of it, of course. So you can see, and the belt, I mean, look at the belt. Now there's some magazines right here on his belt, but these are not removable. You can see a knife here, possibly flashlight, that's another knife right there, and then there's the holster as well. So everything looks great when it comes to the paint and sculpt of this figure. And now with articulation, so I mean, all the heads are the same, so we're going to just keep it the same for this one. Left and right, of course, you can see that. Looking up, because it is on a ball hinge, right, so, and then looking down that far, as you can see. Now there is tilt on there. I like to get a little bit extra to have them go like that. Sometimes I feel as if, you know, I miss that neck joint to do so, but you can still get it there. We have butterfly joints on these figures here, so you can move forward and back. Upper bicep cut, as well as double jointed elbows, which is great, and of course it's pinless as well. And each of the hands have their own hinge as well, vertical and horizontal, depending upon which hand you place in there. He does have the diaphragm joint, but of course there's a little bit of hindrance with the vest on, as well as the ball waist in there, so you can definitely get all around movement around the ball waist, which I definitely love ball waist. But when it comes to a crunch, including the ball waist, it definitely helps out there. And of course, going back like so. So there you go, that's pretty good. He does have drop down hips and upper thigh cut, of course double jointed knee, which has a good amount of range. It's not so bad, but it's pretty good. It's just the bulkiness of the uniform here. Boot swivel, of course, and the legs, or not the legs, I'm sorry, the feet can go forward that much and back that much, which is really far, very nice. And of course it's got pivot as well. So you have your typical articulation with all of the Action Force figures that we've been getting so far. Nothing has really ever changed. I think everything's pretty much the same. So that's actually a good thing, because we can expect some great articulation with all of the figures that we get, or all the characters that we get out of Action Force. So there you go, there is your articulation. All right, and size comparison, we're looking at 6.5 inches tall. And if we're going to start doing our comparisons, I do have, well, you can hear all the noise, I do have a couple figures that we're going to just check out, and it's usually my basic lineup of comparisons with other lines. So first, to start off with, there is your Marvel Legends. There is Vulcan right there. And getting a female Marvel Legends, there is the Dark Phoenix. And how about a Mythic Legions? We got the Valiant Knight. Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And here we have our Mezco Holiday Gomez. And bringing out some other extra Action Force figures just to help, showcase the line there. All right, guys, there you have it. There is Blowback in a whole new look. This whole sniper outfit, gear, everything. This is awesome. I still do love this figure. I did pose him out in this scenario. As you can see, that's really what I have going on here. So unfortunately I left the antenna, his gear on, so the hood's not going all the way down. So you guys understand what I meant by that. But there you go. This is awesome. Gonna leave him like that for a little bit, take some pictures, put him at the end of the video. But guys, let me know what you think. I would greatly appreciate your feedback on this. Make sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe. If you're new, I would greatly appreciate that as well. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch the video. Hope to see you soon, and I hope to see you on the next hunt.